Turning to page 89 of the committee amendments, an objection has been raised to item 295, number 2H by Delegate Boysko. Page 89 of the committee amendments, item 295, number 2H is before the body.
The gentlewoman from Fairfax, Ms. Boysko.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, this budget item directs $6 million in federal TANF funds towards the Department of Health to create a LARC program in Virginia. This is modeled after a program that was in Colorado, which drastically reduced the number of teen pregnancies and abortions there. And I will remind you that these are non-general funds, so this has no effect on our general fund. Virginia's women and families need to have a full range of options to address their own personal family planning needs. Without insurance, LARC methods can cost up to $1,000. That's unattainable for many people. A woman's ability to plan and space her pregnancies has been shown to improve educational attainment improvements, increased wages, and increased lifetime earnings. And also, I remind my colleagues that the children of these mothers who had access to birth control have higher family incomes and college completion rates. This program will also produce significant budget savings for the Commonwealth. For every $1 invested... For every $1 invested in educating women and providing access to these most reliable contraception options, the program saves more than $5 in Medicaid cost. For Virginia, this means $45 to $63 million in savings could be attained. On a more personal note, for me, having reliable access to the full range of contraceptive choices like the LARC, long-acting reversible contraceptions, is actually a matter of life and death. When I was expecting my second child, it was Labor Day weekend, the weekend that Princess Diana passed away. My child was due on Halloween, and I thought I had really horrible heartburn. Heartburn so bad that I could do nothing but pace up and down my house. And so being very vigilant about being safe for my upcoming baby, I called my doctor and told him what was happening. And he said, you know what, instead, take some medicine, but then why don't you just go over to the hospital? Not the hospital that's just down the street, but please drive 20 minutes to the hospital in Arlington, and I'll give you a call when you get there. They looked at me once I got there, and the place freaked out. Within an hour of my call, I had my doctor sitting next to me, telling me that I was about to die. My 2-year-old daughter was sitting right there listening to all of this. I think for many people, you think of pregnancy as a joyous time. For me, it was a terrifying weekend. And they put me on a medication that kept me from dying, from going into seizure for about 2 days while the neonatal staff all got back up because it was Labor Day. And we eventually had the baby 2 months full early, and she had to be in the NIC unit, the neonatal intensive care, for 6 full weeks. It was a harrowing time for me and my family. And I was told that under no certain circumstances should I risk having another baby, that I was very likely at high risk for having the same thing. It was called the HELP syndrome. So it would be really important for me and for the welfare of my family that I not get pregnant again. And having access to safe, reliable contraception, not only does it affect a woman's ability to control the timing and the size of her family, which impacts her financial stability, but sometimes, like in my personal case, it's a life or death issue. And I urge the House to restore this $6 million in federal TANF money to fund the LARC program. And I thank you for your time.